I don't collect my pikin back, oh. I don't see my pikin, oh. I don't collect my pikin back, oh. I don't see my pikin, oh. I don't collect my pikin back, oh. I don't see my pikin, oh. I don't collect my pikin back, oh.
Hey friends, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? I am Jade. If you're new here, so let's talk about Davido and Imade's reunification. Make I break table small, you guys. Let me give you guys a piece of my mind. Thank you so much for being here, okay? And I want to talk about how Davido is playing in you people's faces. And by you people, I mean those of you that are fans of Davido's, those of you that hang on to his every word, okay? Dear Nigerian youth, are you following? Are you paying attention to this? Because Davido Adeleke is giving you guys a master class in manipulation tactic and narcissism. So I hope you're taking notes. I hope you have your pen and paper whenever there is a story about Davido. I hope you have your pen and paper ready to take notes, because what is happening and the response and the reaction, it is actually so insightful to watch that you can't look away. If you're smart, you'll be taking note of everything that is going on. Hopefully you don't use it to take advantage of people. But yeah, this is a masterclass in manipulation. A lot of you that are following this man are daft, and this is not even me trying to be mean. This is just my observation. A lot of you hanging on to every word that comes out of this man's mouth. You people are daft. Okay. So what's going on? A few days ago, Davido and Cubana Chief Priest, they went to see the president of Nigeria in Aso Rock, Tinubu. Shortly after that, Davido unveiled, like, the visit itself, going to see Tinubu alone, it was already going to be controversial. No matter how you slice it, it was always going to be controversial given the relationship or lack thereof between Nigerian youth and the government. People don't like Tinubu. They just don't like him. The vast majority of the Nigerian youth do not like him. And one thing that always happens is that government, especially unpopular government, they look around. They'll be looking around to see which celebrity, which influencers liked, very likable, liked by majority of Nigerian youth. And so they strike up friendship with those popular influencers or celebrities. That's how they go by. This is how the process of winning Nigerian youth over, this is how it starts, especially for an administration like the Tinubu administration, who have been looking for a way to win the youth. Okay, a lot of people believe that Tinubu stole the election, that he didn't win. And a lot of people think that anybody who hang around with any influencer, any celebrity who hangs around with Tinubu or his administration, anybody from his administration, is bound to be poisoned. Sure, you get. So Tinubu government, understanding that they are very unpopular among the Nigerian youth, they always go looking for a very likable, a very popular influencer or celebrity to attach themselves to. And a few days ago, Davido became that celebrity. Davido and Cubana Chief Priest visited Tinubu. And so, after visiting Tinubu, shortly after that, Davido unveiled his brand new acquisition, his latest acquisition, a new Tesla Cybertruck. Okay? So, you don't need to be told to use your tongue to count your teeth. He visited Tinubu. He came back and unveiled his Tesla. So the criticism were already mounting up among the Nigerian youth. Okay, they were already starting to like criticize and criticize. Just imagine how the Nigerian youth would have felt about Davido's visit to Tinubu, especially knowing the contentious relationship that the Nigerian youth have with the president. So fast forward to a few days ago, Davido decided that he was going to blast pictures and videos of himself reuniting with his daughter. Pictures of Imade and with Imade's uncle, and video of Imade with Davido's dad, Imade's grandfather. Again, a lot of people they don't know how, maybe they don't know how to link things together, maybe they don't know how to do it, but that's why I'm here, to make you see things, to make you have those conversations that you don't necessarily want to have, those conversations that are uncomfortable, or you just don't know how to piece things together, you don't know how to link. I will help you link. Okay? Davido knew, like, he posted those pictures and those videos claiming it was the best day of his life. He knew he was about to get dragged for selling out to the presidency, and he quickly handled his fans. But they are unfortunately too slow and too hateful of somebody that they have no business hating to actually see what Davido is doing to them. They don't see it. So now that he has supposedly reunited with his daughter that he abandoned, by the way, his misguided fans have now been distracted by, his wonderful deed of being such an amazing, wonderful, good father who decided that he was going to reunite with his daughter. Oh my gosh. And now they are distracted by something that they would have held him accountable for, and that would have been right of them to do that, to hold him accountable for going to sell out to President Tinubu and his administration. But because he was able to like confuse them, because he knows a lot of them, some of them are just there hoping that if they type enough nice things, they will get his attention and he will send them money. That's why a lot of them are this was an opportunity for them to hold him accountable and ask him, why would you go and see Tinubu? Why? What has Tinubu done to warrant your respect? Why? Why have you gone to see Tinubu? That would have been an amazing question. But he knew that those questions were coming, and he decided that he was going to get on top of it. Decided that he was going to use that. Isn't it a bit of a coincidence? Like, it was in that moment that he decided that, yeah, I'm going to go and plaster the pictures and the videos of me reuniting with my daughter, and then paint myself out to be a savior. I went through hoops. I went through the ringer. I went through everything just to reunite with my daughter. Imagine an arsonist who sets a fire, goes back to where he set the fire to put out the fire, and then come and pat himself on the back for being such a good person who put out the fire that he set in the first place. Isn't that amazing? Nobody is calling him out anymore for selling out. They are all now distracted. Nobody's calling him out for selling out to the presidency. Well played, Davido. Like, he uses people. There is nobody that is above Davido's using. That's my observation of this guy. There is nobody that is above his using. There's nobody that he cannot use, including his own flesh and blood. Davido knew that selling out was going to cause him to get a lot of backlash. And he knew that the sellout that he recently did will take more than dangling his amazing, perfect, wonderful, best relationship in the world with Chioma to fix it. He knew that it was going to take more than that. He knew that he needed to reunite. He knew that he needed to do something out of the box. He knew that he needed to reunite with Imade. If Davido thought, if he knew, if he calculated that abandoning his own child would be like would be good for his own image, that is exactly what Davido would do. So when he saw that, okay, people are going to start dragging him, he decided to go back to that same place where he can use his own daughter to get attention, to get people to like ignore what he just did. Because make no mistake about it, Davido sees all the comments, he sees the videos that people make, he reads all of the comments, and he knows that regardless of his supporters and the fans who are always so loud and wrong, you know, the tiny little faint voices that are so critical, that manages to every now and then filter through the, you know, the sea of supportive comments. He sees those ones, he notices those ones, and he knows that they are reasonable and they are right. Yeah. And that's the reason why, no matter what, he will always go back. Not because he's a good person, not because he's a nice person, no. Because he has to save face. He has to play for the camera. He has to pretend like he's a good guy, like he will use anybody. And I personally tend to not respect people who use their own children, their own flesh and blood. Like, I feel like something should be like a no, 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 no. There are some lines that you should never, ever, ever, ever cross. A few people do call him out though. But, you know, when you call him out, you always get attacked. And sometimes it can be discouraging. Because there are so many different people. Some of them are paid commenters, allegedly. Some of them are payolas. Some of the bloggers are payola, allegedly. You never can tell. So yeah, this is how the guy decided that he was going to, you know, this was how he decided that he was going to announce, I don't get my Peking back, or I don't get my Peking back, or like, who does that? Because he has to now come and show to the people, I fought hard. This is a man who abandoned, like he publicly announced that he was abandoning his own child. He publicly announced. So now that he has seen some of the critical comments, now that he has seen some of the reasonable comments, calling him out for his behavior all of a sudden, and also now that he feels like he can use reunification of with his daughter as a distraction for the blunder of selling out to the Tinubu administration, guess who's going to take that chance? He decided that he was going to take that chance. And when some people leave comment, like for example, this comment that said they seized the Peking before, you will see the critical comment from people who are just like bombarding, insulting, and saying all kinds of things. Because you are smart enough to not be a sheep. You're smart enough to not fall for the okie doke. You're smart enough to see the manipulation. You get attacked. Yeah. If you're smart enough to not fall for the okie doke, you get attacked. That's just how it is. I don't bring my Peking back, I don't bring my Peking back, because everything that Davido does is for the social media. It's for the hype. It's for the hype. And then this comment made me laugh. Somebody commented this and said, Pascal, and you don't know what's going on. So let me first of all read the comment. The person said, Pascal, you again. Helen is setting ring light. For those of you who don't know what's going on, a Kenyan lady, I'm sure that you guys know, there's a Kenyan lady who's accusing Cubana Chief Priest of fathering her child and basically abandoning the child and refusing to get a DNA test done to confirm the paternity of the child so that he can take care of the child. Okay? And so this is the lady here. Every now and then, when the spirit moves the lady, she'll just set ring light, come out and start dragging Pascal Kechuku. It is always so hilarious, but at the same time, like there is a child who may or may not even know the father, because two adults decided that they were going to be irresponsible. Sure, you get. So there is a real child in the mix of it, but the lady has become some kind of a pariah, and I hope to God that she's telling the truth, that she's not lying. Otherwise, it'll be really, really bad. So yeah, somebody was commenting, Pascal, because this woman will come out every now and then. Let me go ahead and play this a little bit.
Happy Sabbath day. Happy everybody. Today I come for Pascal Okochukwu.
She said, today I come for Pascal Okechukwu. God, I beg.
Today I've come for you, Pascal Okochukwu. Pascal, they warn you. Don't try him. Come and do the DNA, my friend. I told you, the spiritual thing can never happen to me. I told you, Master will come back. Pascal, I told you, you cannot play with me. Come for DNA. Okay? Come and do the DNA. You've refused to come and do the DNA. You don't want to come and do the DNA.
She's from Botswana, PP1 of Paris.
Okay?
She's from Botswana. You just said
you don't want to come and do the DNA. You they play with fire.
Asking questions here. Well,
I told you.
Botswana.
I told you very well. I told you very well what will happen. You see this year, now me and you.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna do a different video on this, but yeah, I just wanted to make sense of the reference to somebody shouting Pascal in the comment section. But yeah, I'm glad for Imade, because Imade, she seemed really happy to be reunited with her dad. Davido also shared a video of his daughter Haley doing FaceTime with Imade and him. So he's an attention seeker. But the only person who's genuinely happy for the reunification is Imade, and I'm happy for Imade, and hopefully her dad will not abandon her again, because this man literally had no reason to abandon Imade. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment. He has no reason to abandon Imade, because he should have just done the right thing. A mother was simply asking for him to take care of his child. And when she asked him to take care of his child, okay, to meet the moment for his child, Davido decided that he was going to threaten her, that he was going to go and get full custody. So the mom fired back. Sophia fired back and said, first of all, your living condition is not even suitable. You have all kinds of elements, questionable elements, living with you, calling themselves your entourage. There is no way I'm going to allow my child to be in that house. And guess what this man did? He came out on social media and was like, I am done. Imade, I did my best. Like, he's sick. Davido is not okay. Like, he's not. If you want to tell yourself the truth, tell yourself the truth. But if you want to keep being manipulated by him, then that's on you. Because she said there is no way, like, he doesn't even, tell me when he's going to have the time to care for Imade. When he's jumping from one place to another, is that how? Or is he going to be taking Imade out of school and taking her places from here to there? How does that even make any sense? How is that even practical? Also, he's going to take the child away from a very capable mother who's been raising her since she was born, and go and put her under the care of a nanny or a family member. When he realized that what he was saying, his I'll see you in court nonsense wasn't working, he came out to declare that he was done. that he was not he wasn't going to look after his kid anymore. He's giving up on his child. Who does that? What kind of a father does that? And that's the same man that he's painting himself out to be like a saint to you guys. Who does that? You want to take a child out of the loving safety of their mother and put them under the care of a nanny, under the care of a family member, under the care of what? So that that child can be vulnerable to all the questionable characters that are always flanking around you. Nonsense. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Please like and share this video. Hi Joy. Joy say hi Jade. On my daughter's graduation, but can't wait for you to go in. Oh, congratulations to your daughter. Congratulations. Oh, that is so sweet. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I will catch you later. I'm coming back.